Everybody knows the road. If you're from here, you know it. If not from here, you still know it. It's one of those roads where the sign's always taken, and so you don't even know what the name of it is. It's always busy, and
Like an A road?
Yeah. Wait, nah, it's not an A road.
yes, it is.
Nah, it's more like a high street.
It don't have enough shops to be a high street.
And precisely what makes a road a high street?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yes, I suppose you are trained to expect it, but that doesn't mean it's ever something you ever get used to. If you got used to something, you become completely desensitized. It's hard sometimes, of course. Part of you wants to be numb, to feel nothing. It would make the job easier, but I never wanted to be that kind of officer. I grew up here. I live here my whole life. I know the road like the back of my hand. I know the people by name.
It's not a high street.
Then it's an A road.
Shut up, you're ruining the interview.
You're running the interview.
If you don't shut up, they won't show you on TV.
Fine.
Anyway, whatever the road is, everyone just know it. It's just a road everyone knows, but no one ever knows the name, so we just always call it the road.
Yeah.
Butcher, baker, candlestick maker. That used to be the rhyme when I was a child. Although I don't think I ever saw a candlestick maker shop on the road. But there was definitely always a butcher and a baker.
Some people are part of the fabric of the road. They've been here forever, like Mr. Elodie. I cannot remember Mr. Elodie's shop ever not being there. It was run by his dad originally, a lonely old geezer. Used to give us pear drops on Saturday and played his accordion for us outside his shop in the afternoon. Then his son, Mr. Elodie Jr., took over, and he was a nice bloke too. Quieter than his dad, but he loved the accordions just as much.
Do you know I cannot think for the life of me what its real name is, to be honest? It's been the road for as long as I can remember. People say the signs keep getting stolen, but I don't remember ever having one in the first place, not even when I was a child. The road just stuck. It was a nice road. I don't mean posh. Oh, it's never posh, but it was nice, nice people, nice shops.
When my father came here from Italy 70 years ago, the people had never seen or heard anything like him before. He was the first Italian living round here, and he was a very likable man. My father could play the accordion like no one else. He was the best accordion player in the whole country. My father took all the money he made from playing the accordion, married my mother, who lived in the next street along, then opened his very first accordion shop for miles around. Everybody knew Elodie's accordion. He bought them and sold them and mended them for 50 years. He sent me to a good school and put me through university, and when I graduated, he taught me everything he knew about the magic of accordions. And then he died. I took over the shop, and I've been here ever since.
When? Now? How long? 5? I'm here on the street now, affectionately by nicknamed on the road. In the aftermath of what has been understandably violent scenes that this area has seen in years. The police are still trying to piece together what happened here, and many are asking the question, why? Why at 7 p.m.? Last night, over 500 school children aged between 12 and 18 descended up this road and wreaked havoc within the next 6 hours. Businesses have been destroyed, cars have been set on fire, homes have been broken into. This is a community shaken to the core and still in shock. I've been speaking to local people to find out what exactly happened here and why. Marilyn Beauvoir for Eyewitness.
I got a text at like 2 in the morning and it was like proper loud, so it like woke me up in it. Yeah, so I was staying there. And it was proper loud.
Yeah, she was staying over and I get this text like at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, and she was like, what? 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 Ah, in it. Because we really are not this kind of girls to get texts at 2 in the morning, if you get what I mean. Yeah, we're really not. Like I got text and I thought I didn't answer it because I thought it was going to be something like spiritual and shit or like, you know, the wrong number. But then I started like thinking.
And then she started thinking, what if it's an emergency?
Yeah, like what if it's my mom and like she got locked down or like she lost her phone? Or she's been like kidnapped or something and like the kidnappers only given her like one text. Yeah.
Yeah, and I ignored it, so I get out of bed and get my phone and look at it.
And it weren't like her mom.
Nah, it was a number I didn't know, which I thought might be like dodgy, but then I thought,
What if that's the kidnapper's number?
in which case it would be fair enough.
Yeah.
Are the kids different now? Well, they're not nasty or scary despite what all the news reports on the telly say. I'm certainly not scared of them. I sit on my bench and watch them every day. They see things in a different way from how we did. They live in a different world. It's all tweeting a bit of this and Facebooking a bit of that, but they're not bad kids. Just very loud and very overexcited, and we all remember how that was like, don't we? But our energy had somewhere to escape to. They just seemed to carry it around with them like fully charged batteries. If I had grandchildren, I would plug them into my flat. Electricity is so expensive now. That's why I spend so much of my time outside on the bench.
So I opened this text and it in my mom's. Just this weird message that I didn't get. So I read it again.
And then I read it twice.
But neither of us understand it, and then she gets a text. Mom was like proper loud too.
And
the message said exactly the same thing. Red! The road! 7 p.m. tonight. Yeah, it was so weird. Yeah, and we like didn't know what it meant.
Nope. So we forwarded it to everyone in our phone books to see if they knew what it meant.
And that's when we found out that everyone we knew had got the same message. Freaky.
Yeah, but at least your mom hadn't been kidnapped.
Yeah. This gonna player.
Melody Before for Eyewitness News. Now, are we out? Crazy. Really? The community shocked? My god, have you seen the street? Boarded up shops, overflowing bins. Crazy people. It's not exactly shocking, is it? My husband told me this morning that the children around here can steal your watch without you even realizing. It's like Oliver Twist. This would never happen in Ramsbottom Park. Now? How long? 4? Hello again, John. Yes, I'm still here on the road, right in the heart of what can be only described as utter devastation. Looking around at those warm-hearted people, it's difficult to imagine how such an act could have possibly been committed. Earlier, I spoke to one such warm-hearted resident, the teacher at the local secondary school.
3 years I've been teaching here. 3 years, and I won't lie to you. I've had friends who laughed at me when I told them I decided to stay on here after qualifying. Now's your chance to get out, they said. Most of my university friends went into other careers. Finance, advertising, jobs that make money and buy houses in the suburbs. Oh. Sometimes I wish I would have done that too.
Riot! The road, 7 p.m. tonight. Everyone got the same text.
Everyone, the year 7s, the year 8s.
And sixth form.
Yeah, they did. My cousin's in sixth form.
Everyone got it.
And everyone was asking like, who sent it?
Everyone was asking the year 9s, the year 10s.
My cousin said it was someone from sixth form. You know, someone in year 11 actually said that they got it from another school.
In the end, didn't actually matter because everyone was going.
Everyone, the year 7s.
Everyone.
The first year was hard, and I felt frustrated. I went home on Friday in utter depression, sick with anxiety at the thought of returning on Monday. But slowly, very slowly, things began to change. The students, even the difficult ones, began to respect me. They began to listen to me. I actually found out that I was the longest serving member of the faculty the school had ever had. Can you believe that? I began to enjoy it, actually. I look forward to Mondays. I like the kids. They all have potential. Every single one of them. They're just easily led. Very easily led.
The road going down there starts trouble. It's the road. You don't start troubling your own everything. We just want to know what's going to happen, you know? We didn't want to mix it even if we didn't know what it was. I mean, like, what if it was the biggest festival in history? Or if, like, Ant and Dec were there? Or if it was the biggest secret Beyonce concert? Just no way, Rose. No way.
Oh, sorry. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Children used to be so excited by the mystery of things. I knew I was. Watching my father build an accordion was like watching a wizard cast a spell. I would never take my eyes off his hand as he closed up that wooden body, because I knew it would be the last time where I would see the inside of that accordion ever again. What I'd seen was special. It made me feel one of a kind. I wish I could have passed that on to someone else, but unfortunately, I don't have any children now.
You know Mr. Elodie, he's across the road from the chicken shop.
He's always cleaning his windows.
Which is jokes, because no one goes there. At least not from the road.
He cleans them at lunchtime. We know, kids, we sit on that bench opposite.
But the old man sits.
He's alright.
He's funny.
One time, he gave me 20p because I didn't have enough for the bus.
Did he?
What does he sell?
Well, who? Mr. Elodie?
I think it's Hoover's.
It's not the money. I make enough of that stuff. I have a waiting list of 2 years. I have per accordions from all over the world. But sometimes, when my father was still alive, the shop was just full of life. The people would just come in to see and touch and hear the music. Now, the only person that seems interested is the old man across the road. He brings me some tea sometimes. I don't even know his name. I'll never leave the road. But sometimes when those kids chuck their chicken boxes in my doorway, or graffiti on my windows, or just pass by without noticing the beautiful instruments inside, yes, I do feel like leaving. I feel like giving up. And this hot, scratchy air fills up my throat. And I can't breathe, and it's trapped in there, and I don't know what to do.
It started pretty much as soon as school finished. All of them were completely buzzing with it. They'd been like that all day, but none of us had known what it was all about. We had no warning. It was only when we saw them all walking down in the same direction, all heading for the road, that we realized what was going on.
I sit on the bench outside my flat and watch Mr. Elodie come out of his accordion shop 3 times a day. Once in the morning to give his window a wipe. That's when he usually turns and gives me a wave, to say good morning. Once in the afternoon when he comes out to eat his sandwiches, that's when I sometimes take him across a mug of tea. I'm usually making one myself, so it's a waste of kettle otherwise, and I think he's quite lonely, so I always think it's nice to pop over and say hello.
It was the strangest thing to look at. You see, we find it impossible to get the kids to walk in the same direction within the school building. And yet here they're all doing it all by themselves.
The last time I usually see Mr. Elodie is in the evening just before he locks up around 6:45. I'm always just about finishing my magazines at that time before I head into my flat, so he usually gives me another wave, to say goodnight. And that's what we do every day.
The thing is, it was after 3:30 p.m. They'd left the school premises. We couldn't have stopped them. But it was more than that. Trying to stop them would have been like trying to stop the sea from flooding a coastal town. We all would have drowned.
The road, 7 p.m. tonight!
Some say it was 500, some say 1,000. What we know for sure is that this time yesterday, the road was completely overrun. Private property was destroyed, and one local resident tragically lost their life.
Riot! The road! 7 p.m. tonight!
Yes, we have a responsibility as teachers to our students and to the community. Yes, we shouldn't have cared if we drowned or not. Yes, and we should have done something. But that's easier said than done. That day even I was scared. Even I didn't want to leave the safety of the school because something like this had never happened before. But now I know we should have. I should have.
When Mr. Elodie gives me that last wave of the day, I know it's time to go in. I can set my watch by it. I like that, the regularity of it. But he just stood there. He didn't wave, he didn't smile, he was staring down at the road. At something, and he had this strangest look on his face.
They were organized and enthusiastic, and that's how I knew something was wrong. Why can't they be like that about the right things instead of the wrong ones? Can you imagine how wonderful our life would have been?
Some say they reacted too late. Others say they were always about steps behind because of mobile phone messaging networks that the children were using. Is this a case of technology committing murder?
It's like banging your head against a brick wall. I've been telling my supervisors this for years, that we need to engage, that we need to stay on beat, that we need to get to know the kids. How else are we supposed to know what is going on? That thousands of messages are flying around on a network we know nothing about. We need to win back their respect, the respect we lost from their parents, but my supervisors don't listen. My supervisors didn't grow up here. My supervisors do not know the road, and they do not respect the people. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but they don't.
I'm walking faster down the road. Slowly down.
Covering everything, the road, the pavement. Some people start climbing over lampposts, they can see what's going on.
And people keep yelling, it's over there, it's over there. And I put, where is it?
And there's more and more of us. Some of the kids I don't even recognise from my school, and it's packed. Everyone's moving in different directions because no one really knows what's going on.
But they're telling people start running.
Because there's something going on the other end of the road, and we're gonna miss it if we don't hurry up, and it's exciting.
We're gonna miss it. Hurry up.
Where?
That way. I can see something that's in the electronics shop.
I can't see.
This is that shop with the old guy.
What shop? What old guy?
The shop with all them shitty old instruments in the window.
Go!
Get out my fucking way, I don't want to miss.
They had bricks, they had stones, they had sticks! Sticks? They had sticks! I didn't even know where they got the sticks from! There are barely any trees around here!
The kids came from nowhere so fast, running and yelling, and suddenly they were kicking in the windows of the shops either side of Mr. Elliott's shop, and they were climbing inside and actually taking things away. Trainers and TVs, but they weren't touching his shop at all. They didn't even seem interested in it. Poor Mr. Elodie was frozen with this look on his face, but he wasn't scared or angry. He was disappointed.
Do you have any idea how much an accordion is worth? I sell the most expensive items on the whole of the road. I sell the most expensive, antique, one-of-a-kind instruments, and they weren't even looking twice. They didn't care. I saw a kid run with a mismatched pair of Adidas trainers. Fucking idiot. Bloody fucking idiot. I could have bought you 500 pair of those with one of my accordions. Do you understand?
Couldn't get the squad car down the street, and when we got out, we could barely move. There were so many people further down the road. Mr. Elodie, surrounded by kids, running in every direction, but I couldn't get to him. We came unprepared. There were only 4 of us, so we called for backup.
I could see in Mr. Elodie's eyes that he was getting angry. Very, very angry. The more kids that ran past him and bashed into him and ignored him, the angrier he got.
Of course we discussed going down there. Well, I tried to, but the other teachers weren't keen. They said it was out of our hands now.
Mr. Elodie, wait, I'm coming over there.
Bloody kid.
What do you mean? The request wasn't even received? Hello?
Wait!
Run, just run. Do what you want.
Smash it up! Smash it up!
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
Kick it in.
Mr. Elodie!
We requested backup 20 minutes ago. Hello? We need it now. Can you hear me? This is a riot! A riot!
We couldn't be expected to do everything. We aren't jailers. We couldn't have locked them in. I mean, who'd get it in the neck then? Us! Us! It's always us! We're even their parents!
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Run!
Mr. Elodie, put it down! Put it down!
Dude's nuts.
Mr. Elodie, wait! Mr. Elodie, I'm coming!
Madam, stay where you are. Madam.
Wait, Mr. Elodie!
There were so many people, the whole of our school,
And other schools. People I've never seen before.
and we were all proper crushed in, and we didn't see him.
We just didn't see him.
Becoming invisible is something you get used to as you get older. You begin to watch others instead. Families moving in, families moving out. The area changes, but other things never do. The world we live in might be different, but the kids don't change. Not really. People like to pretend that the things they do now weren't the things we did back then. They don't want to admit the truth, that's it. The kids today still need the same things we needed then. Someone to cross the road and help them.
Thank you, we're good to go.
مثل چرت قبل خوابم، موشک بعد پرتاب، تو چونه زیر آبم، من برف زیر آفتاب، شبیه قاصدک بعد فوت، انبار خیس بارود، سوت بی سکوت، من توپ صبح قبل شروط به فرزین خونه خراب شه، حتی یادشم براب شه. بده دست تو به دست من، بذار انگورا شراب شه.